with 16 world championships, and Brittany is the 2017 Top Fuel champion. Can the two of you talk about what it would mean for you to get a win together over Father's Day weekend? I know that you were #1 qualifiers for the very first time together in Houston, that a father-daughter pair did that, a father-child did that. So what would it mean to get that first win together in Tony Car and Top Fuel over Father's Day?
It's something since 2013 when I first started out here that we've been going for, but it's really hard to plan these things. It's really hard just to get a win for your team and then a double up with a teammate, but it's something, the reason I'm out here is because of my dad. He's taught me everything, and to be able to share Winner's Circle with him, there would be nothing better than that. Especially here, Bristol, I've never won here before, and Father's Day weekend.
The reason I've still got sponsors are because of these girls. And it started with Ashley and Brittany and Courtney. So you're the reason I'm here. But it's exciting. Yeah, I'm trying to get 150. It'll come. You think you get jinxed on this stuff sometimes, but you really don't. It'll be there. But to win with her would be special. We've been low qualifier a number of times, so that's really exciting to have the fastest cars on the track. But to get the win, and at the same time 150, and throw in Father's Day, couldn't get sweeter than that.
Brittany, you have a really nice helmet there. Talk about what that is.
Thank you. I'm actually just bringing it out this weekend. Brand new helmet painted and dedicating it to my dad this year with the original brute force fist that he's always had on his race car since he began. And it's just kind of my thank you to him to show him how much I appreciate everything he's done, everything he's taught me. And we said that this year's going to be different. We don't have Courtney out here, but I have my dad. So it's our season, it's our year. We're going after a win, and now he's on my helmet.
This was pretty amazing. I've lived my life designing helmets. This is the original Kenny Youngblood, the brute force fist and logo from day one. And she got me pretty emotional. I was having a rough morning like we always do, trying to get things started, get going, and she walked over with this helmet for Father's Day, and that was really special, Brittany, and I really want to thank you for that. And she's going to wear the helmet, and then it'll be mine. But it's cool because that was a logo that her mother and I started with our first race car, 40 years ago. I've been married 37 years, but her mom was with me before that, so Lori. And she'll be here. She's flying in with Jacob in just a bit. I can't wait.
Talk about what it's like to race here at Thunder Valley. It's a beautiful location. Obviously, we talked about Father's Day, but what's it like to go through that mountain?
Well, I raced in the early days on the old track. I think it was IHRA back then, and I did some match racing. But I came here when Bruton, you got to give it to him, builds the Bellagio's everywhere. Vegas, 4 wide, and if you could get this mountain cut back, you'd build a 4 wide here. But the point is, this is God's country, and he built this beautiful facility. I was out here on a big old D8 Cat, and Kenny Bernstein was on one next to me, and we had chains hooked to the old tower. We actually, a lot of you were here probably, we pulled the old tower down. In fact, the chain broke or come unhinged and came around Kenny's tractor. And I'm sure glad it had a cage on it, or it might have killed Bernstein. I mean, that day it was that ugly. But we pulled her down, and then this facility, it's really unique, the setting that it has. The fans are great here, and to go out here and race. And then Father's Day with the parades, with the Chevrolets on Saturday, Sunday morning, and be able to ride with my daughter, that's really special.
Questions from the media?
Yeah, John, can you talk about the history of this place? I was thinking this may be the only track in the country where Big Daddy Don Garlits, John Force, and Richard Petty all have NHRA wins.
All the greats have been here in Thunder Valley. Cheryl Greer in the early days when I raced. I mean, I've been 5 generations of drivers, and I'm still doing it. And with the Perdomes, the Garlitzes, Shirley, and then it moved into the Basemores and Hoffmans, and then into the Hagens and the Caps. And now we got these young kids, Brittany and Brock and the Vandergrift boys. It's a whole other group. I'm starting to look a little rough out here, but I looked rough 20 years ago. But I'm loving it like I always did. And probably the most, when I come in we were on the road, me and Robert, all day yesterday. Really tough on Robert, living in a truck with me for 8 hours, doing shows for Gates Belts up there in Kentucky, and just come in tired, didn't get good sleep, and then to have my daughter, the minute I saw her this morning, it really just fixes my whole personality. It gives me life again. My kids and my grandkids are what I live for. And
Beat the younger drivers.
it does. I've always been a guy. I lost the first 15 years of my life, and Brittany, she bounces out here in the first few years. She wins the championship. Like, that was never even on my radar. You know what I mean? So very talented, coming out of the box, learned the game, but she came up to the ranks of Super Comp A Fuel like her sisters did. I went right into the pros. I played with cars in the early days in the late 60s when I was in high school, fuel alterers, all kinds of different stuff, but went pro in 74. And so I've been really fortunate. What was the question?
Do you have fun beating the younger drivers?
Yeah, because they motivate me, and they don't get it. Why do you always say good luck? Because what am I going to do, say bad luck? It don't work that way. You know, I root them on. I told her this. These young kids build a fire in me. You know what I mean? Try to stay up with them. I mean, last week I made a dumb statement on TV. You know, they were trying to play me up how good I was on the lights. But it ain't cheating. I just roll deep. I do all kinds of stuff, flicker bulbs. And hell, half the time I don't even mean to. But I got out and they started. I said, let's look at what it really is. You know, I'm just a beat up old man out here racing these kids. I think that's not exactly how I said it. It was a little ruder than that. They had to bleep it. But the fire of them kids, I'm going to get you. I'll get you next week. They don't realize it just brings life into you. And it makes you want to be a part of it. And you know, you'd think after 44 years of this, 45, I'd be tired. And I did get sometimes, I parked outside the track and said, maybe I shouldn't go in today. Maybe this is it. And then, boy, I hear a motor start and my personality changes. So I have a real bad addiction, you know what I mean, to this stuff. I'm never going to get away from it. But it's all about racing the girls. I'm excited to see women, you know, my girls in the sport, and to see the others and watch them grow, and then the young kids with their fire and energy. And it's you don't know, because you're a young kid, you have all that built in. And me, I have to find it, and I find it through them.